Hello and welcome to my ASM. That was an ugly R channel, and I see that you are a gorgeous person. Don't ask me how I know, I just know. And maybe you don't feel like it. Maybe you feel like you can't seem to understand why are people always doing better, looking better, and so much more thoughts that end up clouding your vision. And I understand. Yeah, you're normal. You're normal for feeling that way, and you're normal for sometimes not feeling like you're good enough, and it hurts. I know. I'm going to hopefully help you calm down and give you some perspective, okay? Because I once was your age. I once was a teenager, and it's rough out there. And there's few advice that I can give you about feeling more beautiful for yourself and in the long run. Things that I advise you to maybe put a hold on. And well, I'm not saying don't do it or don't do what you want to be doing, but after some experience in life, there's like a few things that I want you to know so you can make your own decisions and feel like you have a little more guidance. Because some people don't even tell us these things. So yeah, but stay comfortable. Like, stay in the position you're in. That's amazing. Stay in the position you're in. Keep your eyes closed. So there's a few things. Number one, the friends that you have right now, if you have any, might not be in your life for a long time. And I know that it's scary to think about it, and we want people to be in our lives forever. And some people are just meant to be in our journey for just a little while before they drift away to their own personal life experiences. And it is not your fault necessarily, although I'm not too sure, but a lot of the times the guilt that we feel for needing to step away from a friendship, because that's a real thing. You're gonna grow up and you're gonna feel like, damn, I don't see anything with that person anymore, and it doesn't have to be a relationship. That's the funny thing, people think that these applies only to relationships that are romantic. But breakups happen in friendships, And make sure that you listen to your gut feeling. If there is a person in your life and you're starting to think that you must step away, and you have that feeling consistently for a long period of time, you might understand later why this was necessary. You don't need to understand everything right now. That's the beauty of it. To introduce new energies in your life, most of the time you must give up the old and make some space and room for new. And that's how it works. Because remember, energy is not destroyed and it is not created. It's a shift. And allowing space in your life with the right mindset of, I know I haven't met everyone who will love me just yet, gives you that reality shift of optimism, excitement, and that looks good on you. But keep your eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed. Eyes closed. Okay, good. So that's something I really wanted to tell you, because when we are in high school and college, sometimes at university, but I digress, we feel like the classroom is the whole world. Like everything that happens in that establishment is 100% going to determine the outcome of your life. And when we grow up, we see, oh, there's other people and other opportunities and other people waiting for you to show you that it is possible to start over again. Now, if you have great friends in high school and it is going seemingly amazingly for you and them, then keep them. Okay? But if you feel like you are trading your well-being for the acceptance of people in school, that is not a good sign. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about my experience when it comes to looks, okay? Because I know that when we grow up, there's a lot of influences around, and especially if you're a young woman watching, there is a lot of expectations, whether it is in the magazines or social media, and people carrying themselves a certain way. And I'm sure you know about trends. That's popular in school, right? That's what I thought. I'm not a granny. I know about trends, okay? Thank you. And even on TikTok, look at me, I'm on TikTok. There's trends, and we sometimes are tempted to follow the trends because there is a hope for what we call instant gratification, which, if you don't have much going on for you outside of these spheres like school and social media, then it is tempting. But I just want to tell you that trends really do come and go. And what it means is that when it comes to your looks, wait as late as possible to start making any changes that are permanent on yourself and that are going to last for the rest of your life. I know I'm just saying these things and you make your own decisions and opinions, but there will be a time where everything you want right now, either you will get with the lessons of everything, or that you will not have, but you will decide to abstain from because you decided that it wasn't worth it anymore. And so give yourself the time to have both options presented to you. When you are super excited by something and you want it so bad, we tend to dismiss the option that it might not be what we want in the future. Maybe we don't even think about the future at all at this moment, and that's okay. But at one point, you might end up building resentment towards yourself because you weren't patient enough. Sometimes we don't realize that everything that we do adds up, and at the end there's a reward for it. And so by taking your focus away from the way you look and more so into how much fun you have in school and how many different groups of friends can you try to be a part of, and how many activities you do for yourself, and how many different passions you can maybe dive into. Those are things that are going to later on really level you up effortlessly, really. And also, the trends come and go. So by the time you grow up, maybe you did something permanent on you that isn't trendy anymore, and you want to remain trendy, so you go for another thing, and you end up feeling less secure. And those are things that I think you can avoid, because school is going to go by like this. And the people that you think you want to impress right now, they're going to forget about everything in a few years. But you will always have yourself. So make your own decisions, of course, but make sure that they are for you and that you think them through at least a year. Okay? Okay, 6 months if you prefer. 6 months to a year. Think them through. Because I remember I wanted this tattoo so bad when I was 13. Of course, I wasn't allowed to get a tattoo, but I thought that if I did, I would never regret it. And sure enough, thank God I didn't get that tattoo. I wanted like a band's name on my wrist. I'm very happy I didn't do that, okay? But at the time I was thinking, there's nothing else in the world that I want more than that. So, you know what I'm saying? I believe that your feelings are real and that your excitement is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. And that maybe you can get a shirt with the band. Maybe you can get a poster and have fun with your room. But when it comes to your body, waiting to focus on your looks gives you more space to focus on permanent things, such as maybe you want to start creating your own clothes. Maybe you want to start working out a little bit. Maybe you want to start cooking a little bit. Maybe you want to start learning about pets a little bit, building communities online, learning about fun things. those are things that will be with you forever. And so I encourage you to do that and to give yourself a chance at just growing up and understanding that everything will come in due times. And when you get a little bit older, you'll see that it comes naturally to you. It just does. So enjoy the time you're in and have fun being messy and making mistakes and playing around, but never dismiss that the main focus, besides building relationships, which is extremely important, is to stay real in those. Don't force yourself with a group of friends that makes you feel like you're disposable. Don't get into a relationship too soon just because all of your friends are getting in a relationship. If you are not interested in glamming up and going out, there's nothing wrong with you. And if you're interested in that, there's also nothing wrong with you. But I do want you to be careful, because there's a lot of people out there that don't have the best intentions. They just don't. It's not because you have the best intentions that everybody has the best intentions. And when it comes to looks, like I said, your happiness will be the radiance, your passion, you having fun, you trying things out, and wait until you start to really change things that are permanent, and invest in hobbies and things that are going to build your character. Because looks are going to fade anyways. But you're at a starting point in life where you get to build your character, which will last forever. So it is a good time to make mistakes, like I said, and to not really exercise too much guilt over yourself, because you're young. But every single mistake is a learning opportunity for you to decide what is it that makes you feel good and makes you feel less good. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay? Good. Now go to bed. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And release. And repeat after me in your head. It is going to be okay.